Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. I appreciate it. This is Joe from NotSo Slimpickin. So I kind of got a different video for you today. I'm going to show you this one particular special item that I sold today, and it's got some history behind it, and I think it's pretty neat. So we're going to talk about that. Um, you know, I got this item at an online auction. You kind of hear me talk about it. It's been a while since I've bought anything from this one auction house that I always buy from. But only because I've been kind of sourcing through yard sales, doing Goodwills and that kind of stuff. And these auction houses, the one I particularly go through this website, they always end on Sunday night. And if I don't get around to looking at it because I'm getting to bed, because I got to get up early on Monday morning or something, then I'm not looking at it. And a lot of times, once I kind of start bidding on stuff, I'm like, oh, I got to have that. Oh, I got to have that. And then it just kind of keeps going. So I kind of got to pace myself. If I spend so much money at Goodwill or yard sales during the week and I don't have some extra, expendable cash to spend on the online auctions, then I just don't even look at it. But here coming up into the winter seasons when I'm not going to be going to yard sales and stuff, though, I'm probably going to be doing some more auction hauls. So having said that, this particular item I got from an online auction, and I kind of felt like I was paying up for it at the time, but I thought it was just a unique item. And I paid $17 for it, and I knew it was advertised as the Beatles postcard, and it's from England. It says printed in England, and it looks old. It's in like this. You can see it here. So, and I might do like side by side pictures or whatnot while I'm kind of talking about it too. But here's kind of a close up of it. So obviously you can see that's obviously Paul McCartney. And I knew this is John Lennon. Okay? So I knew that, or maybe that's not John Lennon, maybe that one is. I can't remember which one of these are John Lennon. I'm pretty sure that's John Lennon. But I knew that just knowing some history of the Beatles, that the original Beatles, there was one guy that couldn't do it because he was an aspiring artist or something like that. And I knew the original Beatles, like one guy left the band. There was like five, and now then there was four. So I knew that. I'm like, well, you know what? There's five guys in this photo. That could be like the original Beatles, and it could be worth something. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to pay up for it. I paid $17 for this, and I'm going to see what we have here. On the back of the postcard, it says the Beatles, MM241. I think that might be the hotel or whatever. But here's the information on it. Like it says printed in England, if you can see that down the bottom. And then some type of hotel or area. I don't know. So I want to dive a little bit deeper with this and kind of look into this card and everything. So because I want to put it in the listing, I want to see be able to identify who these people are. Because I kind of felt like I had something valuable here. So did some research, couldn't find anything. And so I thought, I got a friend, Blake, who I've known since, high school. And he's a musician. He can play, he plays drums, guitar, and he just knows music. And he knows Beatles stuff. He knows, 70s stuff. He's my kind of go-to guy if I have a music question or something like that. I'm going to call Blake. So I get on the phone with Blake, and then really, we just kind of was starting chatting about it. I sent him some pictures and everything. And then he kind of knew where to go, knew where to look, and that kind of stuff. And we ended up finding this website. It was called Beatles Bible. I think it was BeatlesBible.com, something to that effect. So when we get kind of dive in a little bit deeper here, and forgive me if I'm rambling, I hope this video isn't too boring. But we end up finding some information on this particular photo. So before there was the Beatles, there was a band called the Silver Beatles. And so then I'm thinking, well, maybe this is the Silver Beatles, And so we end up finding this actual photo, and we end up finding out that this is not actually the Beatles. It says the Beatles on the back because there's Paul McCartney and John Lennon on it. It's not the Beatles. It's not the Silver Beatles either. The very first band that Paul McCartney and John Lennon put together with these guys right here were called the Quarrymen. Now, I had no idea about this. Now, this might be common knowledge to some of you people out there. I was born 1981. I wasn't a huge Beatles fan growing up. I remember hearing a little bit of it with my parents and everything. But I mean, I know whenever in there, as maybe more so my mom than my dad in their younger days, the Beatles was the thing, right? I don't remember a whole lot of it growing up. I knew nothing about the Quarrymen, okay? So then it was like, wow, this is not even the Beatles. It says the Beatles on the back, but it's not. So it's like now I'm thinking, well, that might make it more valuable in my mind because this is a postcard from England that says the Beatles, but it's actually the Quarrymen. And I'm going to put up a picture of it so you guys can see what I'm talking about here. But I thought that was pretty cool. So I listed it on eBay as a mistake because it's technically not the Beatles. It's actually the Quarrymen. This particular photo right here, was said to be the first photo of Paul McCartney and John Lennon that actually played together on stage. The very first time anybody caught a picture of them playing on stage together was this photo. Now, this is a remake of the photo, but you get what I'm saying, right? So this was actually the Quarrymen, and I just thought that was just a great little piece of history. I don't remember all these guys' names, but I'll put up the pictures and everything on here so you can see. So, like I said, I bought this for $17. It ended up selling today for $93.74. That's pretty good ROI on it. I was hoping to get more, but it is in rough shape. And I disclosed that in the eBay listing that this little plastic thing they have it is kind of pulling away from the picture here. And it is in a little bit rough shape. But I'm going to pack this up and I'm going to make sure it gets there safely. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to sandwich this in between two cardboard pieces. Then I'm going to wrap it in bubble whip. Oh my God. I'm going to wrap this in bubble wrap. And then I'm going to put it inside a poly bag. So that way it'll stay dry no matter what. And then I'll put the poly bag inside a cardboard box. And make sure it's all taped and sealed well. Because it did sell for free shipping. But it's only going to cost me $5 or $6 to ship it out once with all the packaging and everything. It's going to be super light. But yeah. But I just wanted to make a separate video on that, guys. That was kind of a cool little thing with this item. I'm glad it sold because I've been hanging on to it now for a few months. And I'm glad it's going to the right buyer. And I think it's a very unique and pretty cool item. And again, you'll hear me say this all the time on my channel and stuff that I do. This is why I do this reselling thing. Yeah, the money's nice. Yeah, it's fun flipping items and that kind of thing. But whenever you get a chance to get your hands on something that, you know, not a lot of people have, it's pretty rare, it's pretty uncommon, and then you get to help somebody add to their collection, you know, and it's going to go to somebody that really wants it. That to me makes me feel good that I played a part in that. You know, this isn't just going to end up in the trash or something like that. It's going to stay alive and it's going to be passed down, maybe whatever. But yeah, this is what makes reselling fun. I always say, sell what you like to sell. It makes the reselling game a lot more fun. So, but that's all I have for you guys today with that. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more cool stuff that I sell. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.